What is going on, everybody? It is Monday night in a whole new year, and we are back on the curve. Yes! Yes. Hope everybody is well. I, of course, am your girl, Shannon Deneen, and guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I missed you.
Yes, we missed you. I missed you, friend. Like I was like, and listen. So let me tell you about your girl. When she goes off the grid, she goes all the way off.
Like I pulled the plug.
Like I be just trying to call and be like, "Hey, girl, what's up?" And she be like, "Listen, I'm off the.
Listen,
I can't talk right now. I'm off the grid." That's what you did.
You know what? Sometimes we all need time.
I'm not mad at it because listen, I completely understand. Like sometimes you gotta get away, check out.
Yeah, I checked out. Like I really did check out.
You really did.
I've been to 2 continents. Michigan,
yeah,
Tennessee,
which is a whole nother world.
Yeah, I've been all over, but I am so glad to be back.
I'm so glad you're back, friend. Like yes. I'm so excited. How was all your stuff? Like, before we go any further, happy Founders Day to my very favorite Delta and all the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Yes,
happy Founders Day, y'all.
Let me tell y'all something about the Deltas.
Yeah,
my sorors came through. Some invited me to. I'm not going to say this facility, the name of the facility, but they invited me to go and work out. It was just a sea of red. Just a sea of red.
Come on.
And it motivated me because I was up on that brick. And I was dancing. And then all of a sudden, I did meet a fine dude in there.
Hey!
And I got to step in, and then they played this real hype music. And then I bent over because I couldn't breathe. And I started seeing stars. And then one of my sorors had one arm and the guy had another one. He's like, come on. I said, ooh.
You looked at him, friend?
I sure did. Ooh. Okay.
I'd have fall out more often.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, girl, I leaned over. I promise. It just sweat was just pouring off. Yes. But it felt so good to see all of these black people just so into their health.
Yes.
Like working out. And I'm talking about from 0 to 55 was up in there.
People, I need y'all to keep that same energy February 1st. Like, I need you to keep it all the way through. Because, you know, people start out in the new year and get to, like, January 14th and then be like, I'm out. I'm done.
Here's the thing.
Y'all closing in. I need y'all to keep that same energy.
I need 40 to look different.
Yes, friend.
Because I feel like 40 you got the 2020.
Yes.
Clear vision. And here's December coming. And there's so much. I got a new job today.
Oh, Shonda! Everybody break for a praise break.
And one of my friends is so funny. She called me. She was like, "Girl, see, I love when you have friends. She's the type of friend. Friends that will hype you up.
Yes.
She was sending emojis and calling, and I was like, yes. So 2020 has been phenomenal.
So far, so good.
Yes.
I love it. I just came back from Vegas, so 2020 is awesome.
You can never go wrong with Vegas.
You can never go wrong
Vegas
in Vegas.
Got this place. I think they just built one in Atlanta where the drinks have smoke coming from out of them. Let me tell you something. I was so inebriated when I left there.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you is the drink is like $50, $60.
Yeah.
They don't tell you
CO2 is costly.
It's really pretty. But it's expensive.
Yeah, the Fire and Ice is something like that. It's
expensive. It's good, but it's expensive.
They want all your money in Vegas. Let me just tell you that. They want you to leave broke, busted, and disgusted. They want you to leave.
Those shows in Vegas, I went and saw Anita Baker in Vegas.
Ooh. Now, we didn't see a show while we were there.
I mean, it felt like she was right here singing to me and my friend. And I was just slow dancing.
Yeah, Vegas was a good time, friend. Like I didn't see any shows, but we did a lot of sightseeing. I did do Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, which was super fun.
Nice. That's good.
Had a great time, and then we did the High Roller Ferris wheel. It is the tallest Ferris wheel in the world.
Yes.
You get on for 30 minutes. All the drinks you can drink for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta get drunk to go that far up. I
saw. We went up at night. Oh, but it was gorgeous. We went up at night, and so you know how the Bellagio has the water show. So we went to the top. I saw the water show from up top. dope.
Amazing.
So dope. Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was
Um,
beautiful. It was exciting stuff. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get into it now. It is everybody's favorite time of the Monday nights. It is now time for Word on the Street. Okay. So we got all kind of topics to talk about. We're going to be all over the place. We got a little reality television for you. We got a little Princess and the Diaries for the Princess Diaries for you.
This.
What?
I'm back on the dating scene again.
What? What?
I am back on the dating scene.
Hold on, friend.
Just an FYI and let you know.
Well, that's really
tryouts
Word on the
open
Street.
back up.
Listen, we taking applications again?
Oh,
Yes.
let me tell you. Oh yeah. And I like them short. I just told him that. I like them short.
Listen, sometimes you got to. Why you like them short, friend?
I love short men. Like my ex-husband was 5'6".
Really? Did not know that.
Yes. My ex-husband was 5'6". Now my child's father, he skipped his way on in. Because he's like 6'5", 6'4".
I like a tall dude.
Oh no, give me a short one. They're much easier to work with.
They easy to work with, but here's the thing:
they work for it a little harder.
They work for it a little harder, friend, because they know they working on with a deficit.
Hey, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Come on, because put your best foot forward.
They are overcoming. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I saw a guy today. He had to be at least 5'4". And he looked at me and winked and rubbed my shoulder. I said, "God dog it. Here we go. Oh, come on over here with your little self. Sit on my lap."
Little Smurf. Come on over here.
I don't know what. And I was like, ooh.
Well, listen, sometimes they be fine, girl.
Let me tell you something. And don't let me put on some heels.
Hey.
I'm like a magnet.
Yeah, because they looking. They want you.
Yeah, that's fine.
They out here in these streets.
I'm taking applications.
Listen, cuffing season ain't over for everybody.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Because listen, spring will be here.
It's around the corner.
Let me tell you something.
It's around the corner.
And as fine as I'm getting ready to get.
Hey! Come on, friend.
Listen.
You ain't ready for the people, are you?
I'm wearing strings and things in December. I'm going to Jamaica in June.
Yes.
Please.
Strings and things.
Strings and things.
Strings and things.
Now, whoever want to take a picture,
hey,
that's their business.
Hey.
And post it if you want to.
Post it if you want to, but I'm wearing strings and things.
I'm out here. 40 is going to be real.
I
can
listen,
feel it in my soul.
I feel that in my spirit. Like, I had some, and I think we talked about it, I had some health concerns last year. Like, when I went to the doctor and they told me my blood pressure was high and they made me stay. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about changing our lives.
Yes. And so it begins, people. The holidays are over. It's January. Everybody's about to get their life again. It's time. So me and Melissa are on a health kick. Join us.
But she's a health bully.
I am.
She's a health bully.
No. I just hold you accountable.
That's a great way to say it.
I hold you accountable.
That's a great. I want
That's what sisterhood.
Now she gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get
I sure
her
did.
son some fries.
I sure did.
And I was like, "Oh, they smell so good."
She was asleep though.
No, it woke me up. That smell of them Chick-fil-A waffle fries will wake anybody
Talking
up.
about, I want you to go back. I want to. No.
Yeah, I'm like,
oh no.
Now that didn't kick something in my spirit. Do I want some cream spinach?
No, ma'am. I'm not.
Or Polynesian. I was tasting them honey mustard in my mouth.
No. And what I told her was nothing tastes better than skinny feels. It just does, or not even skinny, but healthy. Like, nothing tastes better than healthy feels. And fries is what got us where we are. We're gonna say no to fries and yes to some cream spinach. That's what we're gonna do. And so I did not turn around. I held her accountable because that is what your real friends do. People, if you got friends who
Did I talk to you on the way over here?
She went straight to sleep. Listen. Oh my God. She went straight to sleep and did not say two words to me till we parked the car in front of the studio. Do you understand me? And then she said, okay. And got out. That's okay.
That's the only choice you have. Well, your taste, I was like, ooh, I can't do this.
You can be mad, but I'm not going to help you.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I was irritated, but I wasn't mad.
Irritated. You can be irritated, but I'm going to help you in your quest. You say you want to get right. I say I want to get right. Then we're going to, we're going to put some action behind these words.
Where's that Starbucks cup?
It's skinny. First and foremost, yes it is. Yes it is. What I ordered was a skinny cinnamon dolce latte
Here
because
we
I
go.
did not have any coffee today. I felt my headache coming on. I said, ooh, let me stop and give myself some caffeine so I don't have no migraine during the show. And what I got was a
Listen.
skinny cinnamon dolce latte made with what? Non-fat milk. You know why? Because it ain't got no calories in it.
All right. That's
See,
fine.
I'm doing my part.
That's fine.
All right, so while we're talking about health and fitness and all the things, a young man in Atlanta has said, his name is Ted Colson. Ted Colson is a trainer. Ted Colson said, listen, the fitness industry is leaving out the plus size women. That's what he said. He
I've
said,
never gone to a gym because both gyms that I go to, it's plus size women in there, and they in there in sports bras and stomachs out and pants on, and I'm cool with that.
I
'Cause
didn't
that
know what he was
motivates me a
talking
little bit
about.
more.
I didn't know what he was talking about because everybody I see
Yeah.
in the
What is he?
gym is black. But I also go to the YMCA, so
No,
you know.
there are two gyms specifically that I know cater to plus size, curvy, whatever, lovely bodies and effect fitness.
Lovely body. Oh, that's the place with
Yeah,
with the revenge body. I saw him
yeah.
on Instagram the other day calling out people talking about
Let me
you
tell you
really want to
something.
get your good revenge body. Oh, I know what he did. What is
He
his
had the
name?
side by side Corey.
Corey. Corey was on Instagram talking about one of his clients who apparently has gone through her like second breakup.
Yes, and she gained weight
And
in
she
between.
gained weight, and he was like, "You bet next time. Listen, she out here and she's single, and I gotta. If you're a good man, I want you to come talk to me so we can get her in a
You so
relationship."
crazy.
Right? He was like, "So we can get her in a relationship where she ain't gotta gain weight." I hollered.
But he used to be almost 400 pounds.
that
He was
is
like 386, and
really
yes, and no surgeries or anything like that, just working out.
he
And so he loves plus size women when they come to the gym.
well, he looks. I mean, he. I haven't seen his before and after shots, but he looks like he has done the work.
Yes,
I'm not gonna
he's done the work.
make no comments past that one because
Mm-mm.
I don't know that man like
No,
that.
we just
But
go ahead. I do. Go ahead.
you
What
do.
you say? Go ahead.
he's,
We talking
he's
about Colson.
he's done the work. keep it up, brother. Keep it up. Good. He look good.
What
You
did
look
they
good.
say about this AJC?
So anyway, Ted Colson says that they have overlooked a market of plus size women. So he has come up with a wonderful plus size program at his gym called Big Girls Move. Big Girls Move. It is a program. It's a weight loss program. Where he gives you, you come to the gym, he gives you the exercises, he gives you the meal plan, and he basically follows you through a lot like a lot of trainers who have their own program. He's specifically catering to plus size women. Now the question on the table, because I'm still not sure how I feel about this shit. I don't know. On one hand, I appreciate the thought process behind making something specifically for groups that are not typically targeted, right? On the other hand, I feel like that's almost. I don't. First of all, I don't think he's right. I think that a lot of places target people who are unhealthy. Period.
Yeah.
Like a lot of gyms, and I don't know if this is the targeting that plus size women need. Like I feel like this targeting feels manipulative in a way. You see what I'm saying?
I think, and as a plus size woman, that I am currently in between two gyms. Like I do boot camp at one and I box at another. Both of the gyms that I'm at have curvy women in them. The gym across the street from my house.
Okay.
Now I live across the street from LA Fitness, and in my Zumba class, it's full of plus size women.
All the women.
So I don't really understand like that. And I understand the demographic because Atlanta has a lot of curvy women.
It does.
However, I think that he is behind the eight ball.
I agree.
He's
Like,
behind the 8 ball
why?
because everybody is doing it. Like at one gym that I go to, they tell you on your first day, look to your right, look to your left. Nobody's perfect. Come back. Somebody's gonna help you out, and they are extremely healthy.
Yeah.
You have Corey who dedicates everything to plus size women. Like that's his clientele. That's who he likes to train. He trains a lot of celebrities, but he really likes his boot camps with plus size women, and they're and that's his buy-in with a lot understand I
Right.
know what it feels like to try to work out and not
And
be
to
able to
me,
lift your
that
hands.
feels okay because that feels like I understand your struggle.
Absolutely.
It this guy doesn't, and I don't
No.
know his story. I'll be perfectly honest. I did not look up his his background and his history, but I saw the article and I thought like something immediately felt
Yeah.
a little manipulative to me,
Yeah.
or just off. Something felt off about it.
Well, if it fell off in your spirit, sister, go another way.
Well, I have, I joined the Heat Challenge.
Okay, so tell me about this.
So the Heat Challenge is, well, here's the reason I joined it,
Here we
is
go.
because this wonderful young man gives out $5,000 for the 5 people who lose the most weight during the course of the challenge. And
Where
you
can I
know,
sign up?
right, right, huh?
Yeah, where can I sign up?
I will send out the link.
$5,000.
$5,000, and
Let me tell you
that's
something.
how I
I'll be
feel.
somewhere passed out.
But losing weight, but losing weight. Like to me, that was the motivation I
Yeah.
felt like I needed when.
$5,000. But see, here's what you're not saying.
Yeah.
Where can we find it?
I'm gonna send you the link. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like it's on. I think it's like I signed up on Instagram, so it's like heatchallenge.com or.
Okay, we're all signing up.
Yeah,
right?
like
Okay.
because to me that was like the motivation. I was like, oh, five
Oh, yeah.
G's,
All right, that's enough.
5 stacks.
Let me tell you something. I'll be doing 3 days.
3 days for
3.
stacks. Yes. Yes, for 5. So for me, I was like, oh, okay, this is a great motivator, because I like money. I do. I don't. I don't have any problems with saying that. I like stacks of money, and if 5 of them is gonna help me do some things.
Immediately, I knew what I could do with the money.
Immediately, I was like, that's a good vacation.
Fries.
Boy,
I will eat a salad 24 hours.
I would
a
be
day.
looking like milkshakes,
Water.
like Soldier Boy.
Yeah, right.
Milkshakes, ugh, those are nasty. Who's drinking
Oh
those?
my God.
Yeah. So for me, that was the motivation that I needed, and I thought to myself, okay, well let's get on it. Plus, he ran a special where it was like 50% off, which made it run like $70. I spend $70 on dumb stuff all the time. Let me spend it on this workout plan and this fitness regimen. So it's a fitness regimen, and there's also a meal plan. You can purchase supplements, of course, if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm doing the Heat Challenge, and that starts January 16th. Got to get my mind right, but here's the other thing that I'm doing as well with the Heat Challenge. So I feel like part of my issue, and I don't know if anybody else struggles with this as well. Part of my issue is that I have done one thing or the other. I can get the food but not the exercise, or get the exercise but not the food. I think the problem is that there is a lack of spiritual connection for me in some of these weight loss programs. So I'm going to add my own version of that with the program, and then we're going to be ready to go. Why are you looking like that, friend?
Because you lost me.
Well, how did I lose you? I feel like there's a lack of spiritual connection. Like, I feel like all of this stuff is stuff I'm doing in my own strength.
So you don't feel okay.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
it's,
following you.
yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's. I feel like I've done.
Well, see, I read something. I have a devotional in my
Oh,
lunch.
okay.
So when you see me eating,
Yeah.
I have a little small devotional with quotes with
Oh,
what
I
I'm working
love it.
on for the day.
Yeah.
And I just read that. And
Yeah.
it's about 4 pages for 30 days. And that has helped me.
Okay. Because I feel like that's the thing that
Well,
most
a lot of
these
mine is
like.
emotional eating. Get
Absolutely.
mad, go over here, give me a brownie. This is going on. Let me get some ice cream. Yeah.
Agreed. I emotionally eat
Absolutely.
too. And I also eat when I'm bored. So if my mind
Okay.
is not active for like any given period of time and I'm not asleep, I'm probably eating.
Oh.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's a mess. So
But we're in this together. So that's the thing about it.
which is the whole point. We're doing this thing together, and it's going to be
Come on, friend,
amazing.
because you know what I want to talk
I
about.
listen, and speaking of people who are amazing,
Come on, you know my boo thing. I'm not coveting no married man, but I tell you what, that man right there,
who?
Jesus. And I love me a good ginger. I love a good ginger.
Everybody's favorite princess, Meghan
Ooh.
Markle, has decided to shoot the deuces. Her and her
Yes.
good husband
Thank you.
have decided to shoot the deuces to the royal family, and they have stepped back from their full-time position as the royals into a part-time position.
Absolutely. But
And they
then
are
gave the
moving.
title back.
They gave the title back and are moving to Canada.
Yes,
Yes,
gave the
they are.
title back. And this is what I did know. I didn't know that they didn't allow Archie to have a title.
Oh,
Archie
no.
doesn't have a title.
Oh, well, there's that.
I said, "Oh, Harry, let me tell you something. Harry, I know you got some cousins over there.
Send them this way.
Yeah, send them on.
Send them this way, friend.
Send them to Decatur.
Send them to Decatur. We got people over here who
Listen,
need them. Listen.
let me tell you something. This was the perfect example of
Yes.
leaving and cleaving.
Yes.
This was the perfect.
Yes.
If you did not and you're not following along, him saying, "I am protecting my wife."
I am protecting my wife from what y'all did to my
my
mother.
mother.
That right there.
Yes. And let them put it in a note and sent it, posted it. They didn't even send the letter out. They posted it on Instagram.
On the gram.
That is one of the things that, from my understanding, just in following all of this, that the royals have had an issue with. They send out their own stuff through their own PR, and they post it to Instagram.
And that's it. And that is it. Let me tell you though, what I love about this story, what my favorite part of this story is that when the announcement was made, you know who already had a job? Meghan Markle. Meghan has already signed on with Disney to do voiceovers from now until the end of eternity.
Absolutely.
And Meghan said, what I have, that Meghan is also a wonderful example of why you as a woman need to work.
Have your own coin.
You need to have your own coin and your own skill so that you can say, because you don't have to be under anybody else's control. You can go do your own thing, and you do not need anybody to support you, take care of you, none of that. She now has the love of her life, the kid that she's always wanted, and a whole job.
And she's suing all of the little newspapers that made the derogatory. And that was the thing about the follow-up level.
Yeah.
You can read it in People today. They released it, and it stated that they are following up in lawsuits. I didn't know to the extreme that these people were going in, you know, calling her monkeys and all kind of crazy stuff.
Listen, the paparazzi in London is awful. The British paparazzi is a mess.
Yes, and that's the thing about it. And I love the fact that he said, you are not going to disrespect my wife.
Not mine.
Not my wife. This is what we're going to do. And Nana, keep your coin.
Keep your title, keep your coin. And here's the thing. Now, I understand that she was probably pissed at the onset. At the onset, she was probably mad. But what she said in the public is, well, I respect my grandson. And I feel like she was being his nana right there. She was like, I understand the reason that they're doing this. And, it breaks my heart. But y'all go on and go with God. Yeah. That's basically what she said.
Absolutely.
She was a nana in that moment. She was a grandmother and not the Queen of England. And I feel like that is what they needed. Plus, I feel like she really didn't have another play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure her PR people were like, you don't have.
He does what he wants to do.
He does.
He always has. So, in order to prevent him from, to me, I felt like it was damage control.
Absolutely.
Very much so damage control. And I think that they're going to be happy there. I think they're going to be happy over in Canada, and they're going to raise Archie, and all is going to be well.
And she's going to do.
We'll see them release a book.
We sure will. They're going to be doing all of the. I'm sure that Meghan Markle's going to go back to work and do a couple of TV shows. She's going to, or get her own talk show, because she's very political. She is very moved by feminist topics. And I'm sure that she is going to do some good in the world, get herself a good job, get a book deal, and be
they will be fine.
fine.
And I'm happy about it.
I am so proud of her for standing up for herself, though. I'm proud of her for standing up for herself in the press. I'm proud of her, and just know, Megan, that if the British press and the British black girls do not have your back, all the black girls in America, we got you, sis. Like, we got you. You can.
And we watching your husband too from afar. We got his back.
We.
I meant that in a good safe way.
Yeah, in a good safe way.
Yeah, I do. With his fine stuff.
With his self. Ginger.
Oh, I was like, look at Harry Beer Gang.
Yeah, he came through, didn't he?
Baby.
Hey.
Harry came through with that nappy beard.
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
He got some black in him.
He got a little bit. I feel that.
In there.
I feel that. Diana went all the way white either.
Yeah,
I believe that in my spirit. She got some. She needs to do her ancestry. Her 23andMe.
Yeah, her 23andMe take her right back to Sudan.
Right. So, congratulations to Harry and Meghan and Archie. Y'all go forth, live your life, and be happy. And let this be a lesson to all of us. Like, there are so many layers of lessons here. Let this be a lesson to all of us. First of all, make sure you got your own coin. Your own coin is important. Have a skill that you can do that nobody can take from you, because when you can do that thing, you can do it forever. You never have to worry about not ever having money, or not ever having a job, or not ever being in a position to care for yourself.
Absolutely.
And I think that's dope that she can do that. No, I will say this before I keep going. Here's the thing that worries me.
What?
Here's the thing that I'm worried about. So, you know, Meghan Markle has been married before, right? Mm-hmm. And you know that she previously left her husband because she wanted to focus on her career. Like, she wanted to be an actress. What I fear in my heart, in my spirit, is that Meghan might get the work itch again, and then Harry be like, "Okay, well, listen, I already gave up my whole family."
I don't think that he would do that to her. I don't think, because I think that they're going to go in a different way. I think that due to her unhappiness and everything that she sacrificed for him to be married, I think the safe place for them is Canada. She can still commute and go back and forth, see her family, shoot a couple of shows. I really do think that whole,
they're gonna find some work-life balance.
That's right, that happy medium. Get a nanny, and he's gonna do what he's always wanted to do. Just be him. I can see him doing book deals, speaking engagements. You know, coming to the States, speaking about bullying, I see that, and they both love Africa.
Yeah.
So I see them working it out, figuring it out.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, Meghan, please don't leave him. Like, please, because he didn't get
let me tell you
his whole family. He gave up his whole family for you.
If you do leave him, FYI me. I'll take him if he's really a friend. Coming to America.
That's hilarious. Okay, guys, we're going to take a very, very short commercial break. We will be right back with more on The Curve. All right, guys, we are back on the curve. Our next topic is one that is near and dear to my heart.
Come on.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Lord.
Y'all know your girl loves a little reality
Lord.
television, and I don't watch all the messy shows. I'm not a big fan of Love and Hip Hop. I don't really watch Basketball Wives, but I have been a faithful Atlanta Housewife watcher since the beginning of this show. Now, let me tell you, I'm not gonna. Last night's show was a mess. It was a whole bunch of people fighting over some stuff that don't make sense and ain't that important. But
foolishness.
At the end of the Housewife show, there was a topic that I'm like, I think we need to talk about it. So, did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me tell you what happened. The ladies were sitting around after they had gotten in yet another, another fight. Nene had left. Eva had also left. They had popped on a plane, got gone, and so it was Portia, Candy, Cynthia, Kenya, Tanya. And for those of you who don't remember, Tanya's a friend of the show. She has guest appearances, but they were in Toronto for Carnival and Toronto Carnival, and she was hosting. I didn't realize she was from Canada, but she's Canadian, and she showed them a really great time. So they were sitting there having conversation, and so Kenya with her
big mouth
and messy
boots.
That's right. That's sure.
I'm just filling in.
Yep, I appreciate that because I was gonna say it. You felt it.
Yep, in my spirit, in my spirit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. So Kenya brings up a hypothetical situation about Tanya and about her husband. Apparently, they had been somewhere previously. A woman who apparently watches the show who they are calling the cookie lady because she owns the cookie shop that they went to when they were filming. So the cookie lady comes up to them and basically tells them that Tanya's husband was all over her, that she was her husband was,
my thing is, how do you get these random people that just come up? Like, they get these random people that come
like
up.
with in Old Lady Gang when the random chick came up for Portia's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know, but anyway.
And my thing is, y'all just keep taping.
Yeah, keep just right there, huh?
Right. Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
It's very, very fake. So, but anyway, it does lead to a great point because Kenya brought up she brought up the situation. But what she said was, would you want to know if someone came up saying that a husband in the group was being unfaithful? Would you want to know? Would you want someone to tell you? And this...
Go ahead.
And Tanya was like... So first she kind of said yes, and then she kind of said no. And then she was just like, well, my husband don't do this to her because he's her fiance. He's not really her husband. They're not really married. She's like, well, my fiance, we're like best friends. He don't do that kind of stuff, so I'm not worried or bothered. But, of course, I was on Twitter after the show.
I'm gone. That's it.
I was on Twitter after the show discussing it with my tweeple and discussing it. And so I'm kind of torn because, in a way, Kenya is not her friend, right? Like, they're not friends in real life.
Messy.
And Kenya is messy. Kenya is, for lack of a better term, a coworker, right? Like, Kenya, they work together, and that is it. So Kenya came to her. She didn't say any names. She put out a hypothetical situation with her messy self. But I think we all know what she was trying to get to. But would you want to know? Like this hit a nerve for me because I actually did have a coworker that this actually happened to me where I became privy to some information about a coworker's husband, and she and I weren't friends.
I wouldn't tell it.
We were cool, but we weren't friends.
I wouldn't tell it. I've been
you
in
wouldn't
that
tell it?
I sure would not. If I saw your husband somewhere, I would not say, A word.
If you okay, but is that contingent upon the strength of the friendship? Is
I
it
wouldn't say anything. I've
at
been in
all?
situations where it wasn't a close friend. I had a friend, in college. There was a young lady who she and one of my line sisters were dating the same person. And my line sister came to me and was like, I just went to the movies with him the other night. And I was like, oh, okay. So I saw him taking her to the movies, and I knew the narrative he was telling her. So I
Mhm.
was like, hey, FYI, this person is dating this other person too, because my line sister was like, I don't care. So she got mad at me.
Mhm. Cause
I've
you knew.
also been in a situation where I had a very close friend, and we are no longer friends because of the situation with her husband.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is he was a serial cheater,
Mm.
and she stayed, which that's her choice,
That's her.
that's
Yeah.
her
That's her
choice.
pick.
And we, he was cheating with a colleague. He was cheating with a colleague, and
Mm-mm.
I saw them, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell so and so because that's my
Mhm.
girl.
Mhm.
And he tried to beat me to the punch. And so when she asked me, I was like, "Yeah, I saw it." And you remember when he had like thrown a tantrum about us all going. We were supposed to go somewhere, but he was like, "I don't want you going. You gonna be with them single women. Da, da, da. Oh, you don't need to be
Mhm.
out there." And guess what?
Mhm.
His boo was out there.
Mhm.
He ended up showing up, but he
Oh.
he framed it as he was going out with his friends,
Uh
his
huh.
boys. And I told her, and she was like, "How you know?" Da, da. Okay. And so we're no longer friends. I don't comment on people's husbands.
Because you told her the truth.
Yeah, I don't comment on people's husbands. I do not. I will talk to your husband in front of you, kick it, laugh, talk, whatever. See him on the street. I had someone who was a former. What's this? Because I have people on here that's watching and may know about this. I have someone on here that was a very close friend of the family.
Okay.
And we all went out one night to a different city. Now, this lady is close to my mother's age. And we went to a different city, 2 hours away. And guess who we saw up in there? Her husband. And they have been married for over 20 years. And he was in there, and it was like 5 or 6 of us, and we all were mentored by her. And we decided which one was going to go. One of us went up and tapped him, and we were all looking. And the woman looked back, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." And she just bent down, and she was like, "I'm gonna share this," and then walked over. And it's the wife had so many questions for us. She was just so embarrassed that we saw what she
Yeah.
probably already knew what was going on.
Or she may not have known, but she may have thought, like she may have
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a
So I
premonition that
don't
something
I
was
don't do
happening.
and it placed a little
Oh.
gap. So
Uh
I don't
huh.
do that. If your husband out there in the streets, like I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I mean, I can see because that does put you in a very
Yeah,
awkward.
because if you all work it out and you forgive him, now he's looking at me with the side eye. And 9 times out of 10, as women, that gut thing is in there. Like when something ain't right.
Sometimes and then um,
Something's off. It's usually off.
sometimes but sometimes you don't know what the off
Right.
thing is.
But
You don't
there's an
know.
inkling there.
There is an inkling.
But I'm not the person that's gonna deliver that news to you. I'm not.
Okay, I see. As a married woman, and I know that I could be different than a lot of married women. For me, I err on the side of information. So I err on the side of knowing too much versus not knowing enough. Like
I
I'm
understand
always
that.
gonna
Like
want to
I would
know.
want you to tell me.
Yes, I want to know.
I would want you to tell me, but
Yeah.
I'm not the person that's going to deliver it.
I mean,
I've been burned too many times by that, and it's not even
so,
boyfriends. These are husbands, solid relationships. People been married 15, 20 years, been together 20 years. Yeah, they're solid
no,
relationships.
I
I don't
mean
do
I
it.
get that, but for me, I'm kind of like I want to know, and I don't want. I also don't want the guilt of because I have been in a situation previously where I knew and didn't tell, and then it ended up being a problem later because the relationship went on for so long. She ended up getting pregnant.
Hmm.
And then like there were
I
all these
know of
other
somebody
things.
right now. there's someone that I know, and I'm not gonna say we're friends.
Yeah.
We're associates. Another husband
Yeah.
saw her husband out,
Uh.
and he took a picture and showed me and the wife, and I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, what y'all doing?
He showed the wife or the husband that was cheating.
Mm-mm. The two of us are friends.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yeah, don't y'all know him? Because that don't look like his
Uh.
wife. Yeah. And guess what I said? How about them Falcons? Like, I'm not getting
See,
in
for
that.
me, like I'm gonna be honest, like I could not.
You
I
would have
don't.
been Letitia trying to send off the picture. Look.
I would. Well, I would
You
have
know
said.
what
Let's tell you. Let's tell you. I would have. I
You
would
know who
have.
I'm talking about? From that show, is it Birmingham? The little show with the black couples on. When the dude Montreal was
Yeah. Yes,
No.
that's. I would have been creating a burner email, sending
Mm-mm.
it
I had that
anonymously.
happen.
I
So
would
let me
absolutely
tell
do
you
that
what
with the
happened.
pictures.
I had
I
a
would.
friend that got married.
Mhm.
So I had a friend that got married, and I was in her wedding. So her wedding night, we were in there laying down.
Mm.
We were laying down, and she just happened to get on Facebook, and somebody sent her an email that said, "Do not marry him. He is a dog." It had all the pictures and everything, and the bad part about it is whoever sent her this was at the rehearsal dinner. Described everything that happened, and she ended up marrying him. But
Because at that point in time, you've invited all those people, everybody has spent all that money, and you still don't have a definite answer about things. So I get why I get why that happened, but I probably would have got married and had that thing annulled. I
let me
sure
tell you
would have.
something. She woke all them bridesmaids up,
Yeah.
woke everybody up,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you kidding?" And like it. And how do you and I was trying
how
to
do
be
you
the best
process?
friend,
Yeah.
because for me, being the friend that I am, she's already told you I will pull the cord.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, hey, tell the people I go to the church and read a note, and hey, they're not getting married because this Negro was out here cheating.
And here the pictures.
Like, and so this is hey,
is
y'all
what
take
it
our
is.
gifts, we gonna party it up.
Yeah.
If I ain't in jail. Right?
Facts.
But everybody
I'm that
isn't
friend.
that way.
I'm that
Everyone
friend.
isn't that way, and my grandmother had to explain to me. My grandmother is the one who
She had to
really
process.
advised me on what to comment. And you don't comment. She would tell me all the time. You don't comment on people's husbands, and you don't comment on people's children.
Yeah.
Those are two
Facts.
things that you leave alone.
Keep people's children's names out your mouth.
And so,
Yes.
yeah, I thought that was messy. And because I
was
think that
messy.
she's messy, because even when she told
But she's
Cynthia about her engagement,
Yes.
that was messy. And I was like,
She
I was
is-
so glad Candy got mad.
I was so glad Candy checked her. Like, why
Right
would you do
there.
that? I love Candy when she
And
talks
she
to her
was like,
teeth.
if I
Why
tell
would
you something
do
and you
that?
do not repeat what I say to you out loud,
Yeah.
and walked away,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
That's how you have to handle that level of messiness. Because here's the thing: we all know that Kenya is unhappy. Like we all,
And
we're
we
very
all have
clear.
one of those friends.
Yes,
And I'm not gonna say
she's
friends.
unhappy.
We all have one
A
of
person
those
in our
people
circle.
that's around
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It is what
and
it is.
she's unhappy. She's very. You can tell by her actions. You can tell by the way that she has handled the situation with her
Yeah, she
husband.
didn't discover she's a beard.
Yeah, she had. Oh wait, what? Oh what?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened with the
That she's a beard. That's all it is.
Oh, what did we? Are we sure about that?
I don't really think he likes
women. Oh, well, that's new information because I didn't know that.
that's been all on the
It's been all on the thing.
on the YBS.
Let me talk to the
Yes.
Tweeple. Tweeple,
Yes.
I'm gonna hit you up tonight. We're
Yes,
gonna talk
ask
about
him
that.
Mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mark is.
I don't know. But
Because let me
that's
tell you, the way that he was talking
To
to
her?
and about her in that
and said that he
conversation.
loved that baby more than he loved her. I
Yes.
was like, oh, he wanted
He
a baby.
wanted a baby. And
He didn't want a
yeah,
marriage. He
he
wanted a
didn't.
baby.
But sir, you can't listen. This is 2020. Gay people
get
are
your baby.
adopting children all the time.
But gay black men aren't doing it the
Oh,
way
well,
that
yeah. Gay white men
they
are.
kinda-
That's probably
right.
true.
Like
That's probably
Andy
true.
Cohen or whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
I get it, but I'm
But
just
he
saying
wanted a
she's
baby. He
very
did
unhappy.
not.
When she did that to Cynthia, I was
Oh,
done.
that was not
I said,
love.
did she just tell her that?
Right. I mean, I just feel like no, you
You
don't.
did that on
You did
purpose.
that on purpose because you wanted to ruin her moment.
Yeah.
You
And
wanted a
and
moment to
you
be about
always,
you, and you trying to find some storylines to stay on the show.
yeah, basically.
All the facts,
Now
like
that
you were.
baby is beautiful.
That Brooklyn is gorgeous and
Hold
adorable.
on, cause I need you to.
Yes.
Can we tell the people about the church? Cause I
Yes.
need to know.
Oh, okay.
I
So we
need to
got to.
know.
You want to
Yeah,
switch?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's switch,
So
please,
listen.
cause that was
Okay.
on my brain. Cause these people, I was like, Jesus, help me.
Okay. Yes, we can. So listen. We got listen. Our last story of the night comes from you straight from Relentless Church in Sumter, South Carolina. Isn't it in Sumter? Greenville, South Carolina, and where the good pastor John Gray has
Bought his wife a Bentley truck, and
bought
he should
a
have been
whole
paying his.
Lamborghini. It
Yeah.
was a Lamborghini. But we he said that wasn't the church's money, by the way.
No, he should have took some of his money and paid
And
that
he
rent.
should have, because what has happened now is the good people at Relentless Church find themselves in a quagmire. You know what? The people at Redemption, who with whom they purchased the church, or I guess they took over the lease for
Lease.
the church. Anyway, they Relentless John Gray and his wife Aventer came in and took over the church from Ron Carpenter, who was the senior pastor there for many years. Apparently, Redemption Church still owns the building and the land in which the church sits and has filed paperwork to have John Gray and Relentless Church evicted from the premises, citing that they have had to take over forms of the lease or take over parts of the property in which they didn't they didn't previously do it, just so that the land could not go into foreclosure. John Gray has basically said, nah, y'all, everything is good. We good. We gonna be back in the game. Listen, we did everything we needed to do. It's all good. And the good people at Redemption Church are like, no,
Y'all got to go.
y'all got to get out
You
of
don't
here.
have to go home.
But you got to get out of here. Redemption Church is citing a breach of lease centering on a sports and fitness center on the property used by Relentless Church, that it has incurred a debt that Redemption said it was forced to take over to avoid going into foreclosure. Now, John Gray has said we have paid what we owe according to our agreement, and everything is going to be shared at the right time through the proper legal channels. But until then, we, the Relentless Church, will continue to have service and we will maintain the moral high ground. The Greenville News reported last week that Gray had unsuccessfully tried to arrange new agreements, ultimately leaving Relentless Church on a month-to-month lease that expired as soon as it turned 2020 last week, or 2 weeks ago. That in turn prompted Redemption Church to file the papers. That's what happened, friend.
Well, if that's what happened, look.
You said you want to talk about it. That's what they
Look,
said.
but I heard my grandmother say, "Touch not thou mine anointing," because I was getting ready to go
You
in.
was getting ready to.
But you saw me think like, okay.
Do I touch the anointing?
Let me see. So here's the thing with this whole story. Sometimes what I found, and I don't know him, but what I found is what he's presented in the public tends to be fabricated. There have been several times in the last couple of years where things have come out in regards to him, and it's kind of made me question his integrity. Not judging him, because he's human and he's going to face things like we all do, but there seems to be a place in time, and he may feel like this is not the place to share it. But sweetie, when things are when it's in the public, I've always erred on the side of getting in front of it. And when you know somebody's going to say that you slept with them and potentially a baby is on the way, get in front of it. Instead of renewing your vows and spending all, because you spend all that money, and whether it was your personal money
or
whatnot,
anybody's money,
you should have been paying on
whatever you owed them people at Redemption.
And being a preacher's kid, there are often times when the pastor does have to take their own money,
Personal
not what the
monies.
church pays them, but their own money to make sure that the integrity of the church is
It's
still
still clear.
withheld.
Now, I'm going to go another direction.
Here we go.
What did Olivia Pope teach us? What did she teach us, friend? Always tell the truth. Do not lie. Because you know what you cannot get out of? You can't get out of that lie once it's out there.
I'm not commenting.
You cannot lie.
But he has
You
said
cannot lie.
time and time again that it's not true. And that and what made me question the story is he said that, we have parties that have not come to an agreement, but we're not going anywhere. And I know that's crisis management for y'all don't leave the church because we need your tithes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end
really
of the day, I have been in church services where I was in a service. At one point in time, I was a member of New Birth, and I was in a service where Bishop Long pulled the camera because some senior leadership, they were having an affair. And he was like, look, this is what y'all doing. We're going to talk about it. And even when all this stuff happened with him, he got in front of it. They pulled the cameras, and he talked to the congregation very clearly about what was going on.
Yeah.
This one right here,
you can't have a face in public and a face in private. Like, we need to know as a minister, people have to know that you are the same person in front of these cameras and behind them.
Well, I tell you what, I know somebody on staff there that lives here in Atlanta. And I was like,
how does that work?
They were ordained. They were ordained, and they are, but I just feel like there are some things just growing up in that first family, really understanding, or preacher's kid rather, understanding the obligations.
Absolutely.
And what people expect of you.
And there is an expectation. And here's the thing, I think that there is a way to be
transparent,
a pastor, and be human. Like, I deeply believe that it's okay for you to be a human being and to make mistakes. Now, had he come out and said, hey, listen, I made a mistake.
No, but other people are looking just like we're looking. We saw the huge vow renewal.
Yeah.
We saw the huge Lamborghini truck. We saw all of these big purchases.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did you do that and not pay on this building? Because it's just like any other church that has those annex buildings.
Yeah.
That's still part of the church.
It's still part of the church.
You can't say, oh, I'm going to pay this lease on the church, but y'all can do whatever you want to do with that annex.
That's not how that works. And so I struggle, but that's what I'm saying. I struggle with, I think he is a prolific minister. I think that his messages are very anointed, but I think we are starting to see some parts of him, a part of his humanity that he may not want to share because it's human. And
What, lying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah.
That entails something.
I struggle.
Pinocchio.
I struggle there because I think you can do both. I think you can be a minister. I think you can have integrity. And I think you can also be honest and truthful about your situation. Just like I feel like there's always a lot. I feel like that PR people are not getting any sleep. I feel like the good people.
I feel like they're not paying them enough.
They're not.
Because they're not writing speeches for him to say.
No.
I need y'all to stop using them people at the church.
Yeah.
And go on down here and get that lady that saved the White House. Who, Scandal.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is Julia.
Yeah. That's who they need.
Julie.
Because
yes.
using people
Smith.
down at the church. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
It's not going to work, John. And I used to love listening to him. But then when I found out that it was just too much, like I couldn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was just jumping up there and preaching. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's too much.
But Y'all keep following him.
Yeah,
You know.
listen, keep him in prayer
Yeah.
because that's really the only thing that is going to
Yeah.
change that the way that he is.
Anointing is still on him, but he needs
The anointing
some
is, and here's the thing: people can be anointed and still
and be
human.
human. Absolutely. That's a lesson
Anointed,
in
that's a
this.
whole thing.
But I'm gonna need you to stop lying, John.
But I need that from you, sir. I
I
need
need
you
you to
because
stop lying.
I
Cause
want to
I
follow
want to
your
believe
ministry.
you, but I don't know if you up there telling a lie or not.
I don't know. And then you out here, and then you put your wife up there and make her
Yeah,
look
make
dumb,
it look stupid.
make her look real
And she up there
stupid.
talking about how she done cussed and she done beat up the mistress. You beat up the wrong
You
person.
are beat it.
And then this woman might be pregnant. Oh yeah, yeah. You
Wrong
beat up the
person.
wrong person,
The wrong
sister.
person, sis.
Need to get that liar over there and get him.
Get him
Oh,
together.
lying John.
Get him together. Oh, friend, I missed you. I'm so
Listen,
glad.
we do this thing every morning.
I'm just so glad you're back.
Listen,
I missed you. I missed you a lot. Do you have any announcements for the people? Anything you want the people to know?
not at this. Oh yes, I
Yes,
do.
you do.
I do have
You
for all of you.
you have two announcements.
Yeah, I got some stuff going on. So March 14th, come out and celebrate with us. The Stone Mountain chapter of Jack and Jill will have their annual fundraiser. And it will be held
Yes.
March 14th from 8 until midnight at
Yes.
Stone Ridge Center.
That's till midnight.
We need you. The money, we have beneficiaries that we support in the community with these girls.
Shout out to Sporty Girls.
And some of the we have Sporty Girls, we have Atlanta Children's Shelter, Telic Empowerment, Cares, Genesis Innovation Academy, the Sisterhood Project, everything from teen mothers to families to we have a lady that her daughter passed away. That's where the proceeds are.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Good
and
stuff.
I got something else. I don't know.
Girl Scout cookies are on sale.
Girl Scout cookies are selling. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna post the link on the Curves page.
Yes.
Help my baby get to Disney World.
We trying to get to Disney
Help
World.
me get to Disney World.
Listen.
And you know what else I have? I
What?
got another thing.
Come on.
I am in. I'm a member of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women,
Yeah.
and we are having our annual fundraiser March 7th at the Porsche headquarters
I want to
here
go
in
to
Atlanta.
that. Yes. Come on, Porsche.
So you get when you buy a ticket, you can get the Porsche experience in your
Yeah.
formal dress, girl.
In my formal dress.
In your formal dress.
I'ma take
Now,
pictures.
yeah. Now the tickets to Mass to Midnight, which is the Jack and Jill event, are $50. The tickets to the Porsche event is $200.
Okay.
So you gotta save your coin. Just get your coin together.
Get your coin together.
Yes. But I got Girl Scout cookies for you for $4.
Come on, cookies.
So out of all three, if you want to go with $4, and what I love right now is people are buying them and donating them to our troops.
Hey.
So when you buy Girl Scout cookies,
Love
you can
that.
click donate to troops, and they send them right overseas.
Love that.
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely.
that.
My baby has been. Last year she was number 5 in the state. The year before that she was number 3.
She's such an overachiever.
She has 700 cookies that got donated to the troops, and she was
so
recognized by the state of Georgia.
Of course she was.
Yes.
Because that baby is
Yes.
on fire. Do you understand me? Y'all better watch out for Milan. Y'all, listen. She's out here, but she's about to take jobs. She's about to take all y'all's jobs. My baby girl is doing her thing.
Are we filming the curve tonight? No, we're not filming anything. You be filming the curve with your eyes curved and closed.
I love her.
Yes.
I love her. Please remember that January is Sex Trafficking Awareness Month.
Wear your
please
blue.
make sure wear your blue. Please make sure that you are supporting organizations that are supporting the survivors of sex trafficking.
Absolutely.
Especially Wellspring Living, which is the organization that I currently support. There are a whole bunch of them in the state of Georgia and across the country. So please make sure you find one. I will be posting some links to national organizations that support survivors and also who seek to eradicate human trafficking and sex trafficking in our country. So please make sure you do that.
Absolutely.
That is it, I think. I don't think I have any other announcements. Nope. I just want you to make sure you work hard, pray hard, play hard, and slay hard. And don't forget to live life on the curve. See y'all next week.